Welcome back viewers. After a break of 10 days, I am back again with a new video. In this video, we will see what is customized Arch Linux ISO, that is the Kali. So Arco Linux provides us with a customized Arch Linux ISO. So what is it? If you remember, we had completed the 8 phases of learning of Arco Linux. So Arco Linux consists of 8 phases of learning. So in the last phase, we had completed up to the ALSI. ALSI is the Arch Linux CalMS installer. So the Arch Linux is provided with a CalMS installer. So it makes easy installation of Arch Linux because Arch Linux is famous for the installation issues. So what happens is the installation of Arch Linux is from the terminal, and most of the people or the newbies are not used to the terminal method of installation. So they have provided a TUI, that is the terminal user interface, and the installer library called Arch install. But still many people even find the installer library Arch install also difficult. So for such kind of people, there is a way. Arco Linux provides the way, that is to install the Arch Linux using the CalMS installer. So they have added the CalMS installer to the Arch Linux ISO. So that makes it easy to install pure Arch Linux. So ALSI is nothing but pure Arch Linux with a CalMS installer. So it makes it very easy. In 10 minutes, the Arch Linux installation is finished, and then you can build up upon that. So only the basic packages are there in the ALSI ISO, but you can build up upon that. You can use the Pacman and the AUR packages. So the AUR package manager like Ye or Paru can be used to install further packages, and you can build up your system as per your wishes. Now, Charlie is customized Arch Linux ISO. So the Arch Linux ISO has been tweaked to include some more repos and some more packages. So it is suitably tweaked for the advanced user. So using this customized Arch Linux ISO Kali, you can build up your own ISO. You can build up your own OS. You can build it up the way you want. So you are not dependent on any Linux distribution developers. You can become your own developer. You can build up your own system. You can develop your own system and then make it available for other users so they can use your system. So you, in fact, you become a developer, or you can learn how to package the things in the ISO. So it is a kind of learning and sharing method. So you learn how to package the packages in the ISO. You learn how to develop your own Linux distribution, and you make it available for other users so they can use it. So you learn a lot of things about the operating system through this method. So here is the link for the Arch Linux ISO for the Kali project. So Kali is also Arch Linux only, but it is suitably tweaked, and it is hence called the customized Arch Linux ISO. When you click on this, you will end up on this page. So basically in Kali, you learn how to build a distro from scratch. So only the largest number Kali can be used for building. All other Kali should only be watched for learning purposes and never built. So there are number of Kalis. If you click here, you can see the Kali 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you have to use the latest one, that is the Kali 11, to build your own system. And you have to read the essential post. So they are given the links where the essential posts are there, and you can use this fast track post also. So here some fast track posts are available. You have been learning about Arch Linux and Arco Linux. At some point in time, you may be wishing to build your own distro or ISO and start building it from scratch. This is the phase 8 of the Arco Linux. We advise you to start in the menu, start here and work your way down the menu. So you have to start from here. You have to first go through the learning path, complete all the phases of the learning path. Then you read about goal and vision and create your own Linux distribution. So if you want, I can go here, goal and vision. So the goal and vision for the user who wants to build his own distribution, Arch based Linux distribution or ISO. is first the goal should be it should be based on Arch Linux. It should be only 64 bits. Document where the knowledge was found, build it up chronologically, explain it from A to Z, best practices explained. Calamars is our default installer, Plasma is our default desktop. Create your own packages, add your own packages from your repository, add AUR packages to the ISO, start from scratch. Arch ISO explain, back office is explained, build up like a course. Choose your own desktop on your ISO. Arch Linux installers investigated. Calamars install explained. Configure the desktop the way you like it. Sign your packages. Follow the changes on the Arch Linux ISO. What happens is once you have built your own Arch Linux based ISO or Linux distribution, you have to follow the changes in the Arch Linux ISO. So the original Arch Linux ISO will keep on changing as new and new packages, new versions of packages and system configurations come up and they are released. Then you have to also make a suitable changes, in your Linux distribution or ISO that is based on Arch Linux. So you have to constantly keep on improving, keep on absorbing the changes that happen in the upstream Arch Linux ISO. So the intention of the Carly method is not to do a copy paste from the Arco Linux B project, which allows you to build an Arco Linux ISO already today. So if you remember in the Arco Linux B project, there was a minimal ISO was there. Once we installed the minimal ISO, that is the Arco Linux B ISO, then we used to add more packages, install more packages, and make up a system the way we liked it. So that is also a good way to create your own distribution, but that is a we can say elementary way, but the more sophisticated way or the way that is being used by developers is to use scripts to build your ISO. So how to use those scripts, how to manipulate those scripts, everything that will come up in the Carly or the customized Arch Linux ISO method. It is meant to be complete as possible. We mean to read and gather more information from net and give you concentrated concussion of knowledge. The end result should be working ISO of Arch Linux at different levels of completion. We work in phases and build an ISO from ground up. You can get in any phase and continue from there. You can build an ISO at any phase and go on separate way. Needs to be a fun for us, creative and learning process for everyone. We make mistakes, that is okay. We will adapt. We intend to create platform for discussion for developers, future developers on Discord channel. There are many ways to build an ISO. Can we explore them all? There a need to do so. There is a best practice approach. It is going to be a mint. It is meant to be a long-term project, releasing a phase video article monthly. So you should subscribe to the Arco Linux channel on YouTube and watch all the Carly related videos that are uploaded to the YouTube channel. So you will get a lot of knowledge. Coloring of Carly has a meaning. C is the color of C is the color from Arco Linux. AR is the color from the Arch Linux. L is the color from the feet of a little Linux mascot called Tux. I is the color from an ISO silver or gray. So it looks like this. So they have used the color theming from Arco Linux, Arch Linux, the Linux mascot called Tux, and the color from an ISO silver and gray. They are all combined this to form the Carly. The GitHub page, https GitHub Arco Linux ISO is ready to receive any and all GitHubs needed for the project. So we can click on this. So this is the GitHub project. So when we start to build the ISO from the Carly, you will have to pull the packages and all the configurations from this GitHub. So it will be pulled and then you can continue to build your Linux distribution using the Carly method. And this is the download page, built all the Linux distributions using the Carly. So there are some videos for you to watch how to do it. So now just let me show you one thing. So the Arco Linux B ISOs. So in Arco Linux B ISOs, you can choose the desktop and you can build the desktop. Here the system is minimal. You can choose your desktop. There is one desktop given by default. You can add further desktops. The desktop is themed. The default desktop is themed. Bluetooth printer and network packages are already available on the ISO. Minimal software is provided. You can have fun and enjoy. The ISO size for the Arco Linux B is 1.6 to 1.9 GB ISO. It is 64 bits. You can add more software. The installer ISO, that is the Arco Linux B ISO, contains the Arch Linux core, video, network, display manager. You can choose the desktop environment, choose applications, choose the cookies, choose the themes for installation. You can choose the icons for installation, and finally you can build the ISO as per your choice using the Arco Linux B ISO. So this is the basic way to do build your own ISO, but the more advanced way of creating or building your ISO is the Carly method or the ALSI method. So now we will check out the Carly method. So in the next video we will do the installation of the Carly ISO, that is the Carly 11 that I have already downloaded. So see you in the next video where we will install the Carly ISO, and then I will show you how to proceed ahead one step by step. See you in the next video. Bye.